All right, what's going on YouTube? So we have a new update. So the suspect in the Brooklyn subway train station has been arrested in Manhattan. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Frank James has been arrested. And I have a little bit of things to say about Frank James. So when I was digging and doing some research about this individual, Frank James, right? He has a YouTube channel and it's still up. He actually had two channels. I think one channel was deleted, but he had another channel called Profit. I think it was Prophet of Truth, 888. It's super crazy. He has like over 375 videos. Okay, 375 videos, and I think for another video, I'll probably play some of it, so you can have an idea of his rhetoric. It's actually Prophet of Doom, 88888. Okay, so Prophet of Doom, 88888 is pretty much he had like these radical ideas. Now he was, I have to say, based on his videos, he was more of a pro-black individual. He was subscribed to Dr. Umar Johnson, say Cheese TV. A lot of individuals, man. You get what I'm saying? Like he, even Hassan Campbell. Like, and I'm saying these are not wrong, bad individuals. It had nothing to do with they inspired for this man to go ahead and to attempt to kill people on that subway station. But the stuff that he was talking about was mainly like crisis. Like if stuff hits the fan, when things hit the fan, what should you do? You should be prepared for food shortages. He went on to, this was just like 2 or 3 videos that I watched from him. And I guess when he was starting off, he was in hotels and things of that nature. It was one video when it was, I guess before I found out they found him, he was at Fort Wayne, Indiana. This was March 27th this year. And he was actually trying to go to a town in New York. And I'm looking like when he mentioned Eric Adams, he was talking about a day. It was, I think the name of the video was called "What a Day," and he was explaining about how it was just the homeless population in New York needs to be addressed. And you got people. He said transporting or going to doing these public transit and transportations here, and you got people. We got this one dude who had a newspaper and he just threw it up in the air, and he called it. It was on located in 34th Avenue. So I started putting two and two together. I was like, okay, so maybe he's familiar with the New York area. And then he mentioned Eric Adams, who so happened to be the mayor, who is the mayor of Brooklyn, that's actually was addressing this incident in the Brooklyn subway station. And the fact is that he was driving vehicles. They found him through the first initially the suspect through when he dropped the keys the U-Haul truck, and he left the U-Haul truck. And the crazy part is they found him at a McDonald's. And I want to give this great Samaritan like his props. Thank you for because I know that he was on a manhunt. I had eventually the U.S. Marshal was going to find him, but it was really good that gentleman or young lady, the gentleman, whatever, spotted him and actually called the local authorities. He should rot in jail. New York doesn't have the death penalty, unfortunately, but he should be in jail like forever. No bail. This is ridiculous. I'm glad that no one was killed. I think they still in critical stable condition, but it still looked promising. But the videos that he was just rambling on a lot, man. I mean, I heard these talking points before. I mean, he was very subscribed to the conscious community, but I'm trying to figure out what made him snap. What made him just lose his mind? Like, you know what? Let me just come up with a plan and let me go ahead and try to murder as many people as possible. It's just mind-boggling me. As I go on moving forward, the man suspect of shooting 10 people on the subway train in Brooklyn on Tuesday called in the tip to Crime Stoppers that led to his capture Wednesday. Frank James, who's a 62-year-old male without incident by patrol officers in Manhattan's East Village neighborhood on Wednesday afternoon, officials said. Now, James called in to tip and told authorities he was at a McDonald's on the Lower East Side of Manhattan. So the sources confirmed he had essentially told the police he saw his face on the news and knew he was wanted, the sources said. So he told the operator. So James is suspected of setting off smoke grenades. And he fired a handgun 33 times. And a crowd and train traveling around 36th Street. That's familiar. 36th Street station in Brooklyn's Sunset Park neighborhood. The attack left 29 people injured, including 10 who were shot, though none of the injuries appeared to be life-threatening, officials said. 5 of the victims were young people commuting to school. New York Governor Kathy Hochul said the motive of the shooting is not yet known. James is charged in federal court with violating a law that prohibits terrorist and other violent attacks against a mass transportation system. Yes, according to Breon Peace, U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of New York, if convicted, he could spend life in prison. Peace said he was in federal custody Wednesday afternoon. Yep, so he'll have an initial court appearance Thursday, tomorrow, according to a spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney Office. Eastern District of New York, and CNN has reached out to the federal defender for comment. We'll get more information about his initial court appearance. Yeah, he's going to do life in prison, and it just became a massacre, though. So this man, he was out of his mind. He completely was out of his mind. He had a lot of content. I'm surprised that his channel is still up. I'm pretty sure YouTube's going to take it down. But I just want to say, you know, I'm glad that the NYPD was able to get this man. I still gonna say allege, you know, she still got a court appearance, but I believe this is the guy who ended up committing this crime. So, you know, until I get any more information, seriously, I'm going ahead and talk about this. But yeah, this case here, I'm definitely going to follow it. And yes, I won't be surprised he's spending the rest of his life in prison, which he should. I don't care what color you are. You don't just go up and kill innocent people. My thing is that when he made a statement in one of his videos, is that, you know, he was mad at how black people, you know, you need to be careful. You need to be prepared about the food shortages or an emergency you gotta have. And I'm not mad at preppers. I actually subscribe to some preppers. I mean, they're cool, you know, about guns and gun safety. But he was mainly describing like, okay, I'm kind of upset that, you know, black people back in 05 when the levees broke, y'all waiting for the white man to go ahead and fix everything. Like, y'all gotta fix y'all communities. I mean, he talked the same kind of talking points you hear in the conscious community, you know, like the single black mothers that lead in the black households, things of that nature. What really kind of hit me a little bit is in his channel, I think his latest video, I didn't watch the whole thing. I just watched like 10-15 minutes of it, but he had Malcolm X speech about the equality. They was asking him, do you think that during the segregation time, do you think that black people should have the equality of you know, white people? Should they at least have the same rights as white people? And, you know, Malcolm X in that time, he was mentioning the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. This is before he actually had a different mindset when he went to Mecca. But the thing is that, man, you know, it's just a little bit crazy. I got you. You know, so I just unfortunate that, you know, people had to, you know, get hurt from this. So this man's mind is gone. I mean, this could be anybody. It's really crazy. So if I get more information, I'll let you guys know. But I'm gonna have a little bit more of this on CNN and an article and link in the description box. But yeah, I'm glad Frank James here. This is the guy, and yeah, he just looked lost. He looked lost and completely, man. So glad the detectives they did a job and, you know, got this done, because he needed to get away from the streets. If not, I mean, he would have been killed as many people as possible probably, or hurt others. So. But yeah, that's all I really have to say, man. You guys tell me to like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Yeah, until more information, that's it. I'm out. Deuces.